R-O-A-D, road warrior animal. And you.
Yeah, I gotta do this when? Now? I'm watching a match. What is now? Now is, oh, now. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, this is the Pharaoh from Monty and the Pharaoh. I just want to say thank you to our subscribers as we now have hit the 10,000 plateau. Thank you to all our subscribers out there. But I'm going to ask our subscribers to take the next step for us and become a full-fledged YouTube Monty and the Pharaoh member. Yes, that's right, folks. You can check it out. We've got 3 different levels. There's free shirts. There's free autographs. There's all sorts of perks for our members. There is nothing more we enjoy than giving you this program. And to do that, we need your support, and we appreciate your support. This is Jimmy Pharaoh, and don't forget to check out Monty and the Pharaoh every Thursday from Indie Music TV and on Cablevision here locally in New York. Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh. Later. Is that good enough for you? Can I finish this? Lesnar's killing him. I'm pissed.
All right, welcome to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh, only seen here out of Indie Music TV, out of Ronkonkoma, Long Island. At the board is our super producer, Matty Ice. Matty, how are you, my friend?
Doing amazing, as always, on this early morning.
Look at him. He's all chipper.
It's a pressure time. I don't even know how my hat looks. Anyway, to the right is the star of the show, Mr. Jimmy Pharaoh. Jimmy, how are you, bud?
Don't ask. I was drinking again yesterday.
What's going on? Why are you drinking so much?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but I was done before 6, and I don't mean a.m. I mean 6 p.m.
Really?
Oh, my God.
What were you
please.
drinking?
Just file me away and call me done. What was I drinking? I was drinking something called Jefferson's Ocean. It's a bourbon.
Jefferson's
Ocean? It was
Ocean.
aged at sea, and you might as well put me out to sea.
Aged at sea? How do you age at sea?
It's weird. They take the barrels and they put them on a boat and they go around the ocean. And as the boat gently rocks, it mixes and matures the bourbon. Sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Sounds weird.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was really good. It was a little too good. So here I am. All crusty.
So coming off Thursday's show, you had MMA star Mr. Mark Coleman. What were your thoughts there, bud?
That was great. I was very nervous. I think I told you. Nervous about having him in here. I was like, oh, God, he makes me nervous. He was great. He was great. Good person. I like the beard. I mean, when he walked in, we didn't expect him to look like that. I was like, whoa, check this out.
No.
He like went all Grizzly Adams on us. It was kind of cool.
He's
a good interview.
He was quite impressive.
Yep.
For sure. Really good human being, too, by the way.
Yeah, I thought he was cool.
But I was, personally, I was a little nervous also.
You?
I was nervous, yeah. It's very scary.
Well, you handled it with grace and dignity.
Oh, thank you so much.
I was shocked.
So last night, it was my daughter's birthday, and I was drinking a little good effing wine. I know we hear everybody in the morning, so I'm trying to tone it down.
Oh, look at you.
But I wanted to talk to you about, real quick, before we get to our special guest, WWE future Hall of Famer Gangrel.
That's right.
I was watching a HBO special on Tina Turner.
Okay, I heard about this, yeah. And what's your take?
I've always been a Tina fan. What do you being the musician you are, what do you...
You're going to make me be mean.
Well, be honest.
Oh, this is
Be
terrible.
honest, be mean.
I don't want to do that. I am not a big fan of Tina Turner's. I just never was. It doesn't mean that she's not great, and she's not sexy, and she's not a great performer, and she doesn't have a great voice. She's got all of that. It's great. Just was never a fan. I think it was that MTV video, What's Love Got to Do with It? I almost threw myself out a window after the 47,000th playing of it.
Really?
On MTV. I was like, I don't want to know what love's got to do with it anymore. I just don't want to know. So basically,
I don't know, man.
She's great, don't get me wrong, but I mean, how many times are we going to rehash that Ike Turner was mean and she rose above? I've heard this all before.
Well, she's more than just that, dude.
Right, stop already. How'd you like to be Ike Turner? Went.
One guy didn't
I don't
wanna-
want to be Ike Turner. Ike Turner's gets so...
Do you remember Kurt Loder from MTV back in the day?
Yeah, I do. Why?
That guy looked older than dirt, man.
Well,
I know we're getting older too, but that guy literally looked like he was 85 years old.
Really?
Oh my God, it
What
was
does he look
terrible.
like? Oh man, you should have pulled up a picture. I want to see what he looks like. Kurt Loder, what's up? Really? Wait a minute. What about the rest of them? Are they all still alive? The MTV Beaches?
Yes, they're on. If you have Sirius Radio.
Wow,
you
I
can-
wonder what they look like now. Like Nina Blackwood.
Nina Blackwood sounds like this. Hey, it's
Nice.
me, Nina Blackwood. Sounds like she
Nice.
smokes about 80 cigarettes a day.
She probably does.
She's probably all wrinkly from all those yellow from those cigarettes. Oh yeah.
And her teeth were threatening to get weird back then.
She was hot back then.
She was very hot back then. I don't know about now.
Did you spend times on the couch watching Nina back in the
Oh,
day?
well, you want details?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please, why not?
I bought wrist guards and everything. Like
Very
Nina
nice.
Blackwood. There you go. Well, it's morning. We're keeping it clean. Yeah. How are we doing so far?
Now you got dust going on. WWE
got
Hall
dust.
of Famer
Speak for yourself.
Road Dog Brian James hospitalized yesterday. Had a suspected heart attack.
Whoa.
Thoughts on that?
Oh,
It's all
that's-
coming around, bro.
This is horrible, dude.
It's all coming around for
I
us.
eat worse than him. You saw what I had for
Yeah,
breakfast
but I don't think
today?
you partied like that guy.
You don't think I did? Are you sure?
I'm
about that?
not sure, but I mean,
don't know,
that guy.
man.
I know Gangrel will probably be able to tell some Road Dog stories when we get to
I
him.
can imagine so. No, this is not good at all. How old is Road Dog? He's too
Say our
young.
age, brother.
Is he really?
Yeah, you got to remember something. We've caught up to everybody. It's not back in the day when we were watching sports and then we idolized these guys. And
Yeah, you're
they
right.
were 30 years older than us or 20 years older than
You know,
us,
it's
right?
kind of killed it for
Now
me
they're
with-
our age.
It's kind of killed it for me with the baseball, the football, the basketball, the hockey. We used to be their age or younger and looked up to them, and now we're older than all of them, and they conduct themselves like wieners. Oh well.
All right, well,
What are you gonna do?
on the local toilet front
Local toilet
in
internet
the
world.
internet world, right?
Nice. I like the way
Our
you put
friend
that.
Tony Atlas, friend of the show, who's
Yeah.
actually coming in May to
Okay.
do some work for one of our sponsors. He announced on Facebook that he'll no longer be working with the Boston Wrestling Network. Dan Marotti, I think that's how you say his name.
Wouldn't know. Okay.
Thanks, Eric.
Okay.
Because the show was only paying Tony Atlas about $4.50 an hour.
Wait a minute.
I wonder if Gangrel ever worked for Marotti. We're going to have to ask that question, too. A lot of stuff to ask Gangrel.
What is he?
$4.50 an hour.
How? What? You know? Can I really comment on this?
Yeah,
thing
why
here?
not?
You know, I actually when I saw you calling attention to this, I took a look on the internet, and this got me really kind of pissed off. So whoever this Mr. Marotti is, and if you get offended, I really don't give a flying toot. See, I kept it clean.
Very
You got to
good.
be proud of me.
Early morning.
Yeah, I'm trying to. But it goes like this. He was like making it out. Now Tony Atlas is Tony Atlas. First of all, could we just get that out of the way?
Sure.
We respect Tony Atlas, and we've got our reasons. And he's a good guy, and we happen to know him. Mm-hmm. This guy was making it out like he's done all these wonderful things for Tony Atlas, and Tony would be on the street starving if it wasn't for his assistance. That's how you made it seem. Okay? If you're watching this, that's how you made it seem. And if you think Tony Atlas needs your money so bad that you could put yourself on a pedestal, oh, I did this and that for Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas would be fine without you, I'm pretty sure. Mr. What's his name?
Roddy.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm sure Tony would be fine without you. So come back to earth. You know, congratulations on your channel. You've been doing it forever. Whatever you're doing, whatever. It's kind of boring, but whatever. Yeah, I think it sucks balls. Thank you, Eric. Yep, there you go. But
Wow,
now you got me.
The
Now we have
war between Sims and you, the battle, the missiles have been fired,
Well,
man.
I didn't like his attitude.
All right, well, I don't want to stay
What's
too
your
long.
take on it? You
My
brought
take
it
on
up.
it is
Come on, man.
Here's my take on
This
it.
is BS.
Business is business,
Right.
But don't take advantage of people,
Right.
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 $4.50 an hour.
Right.
Ridiculous.
And then saying how much you helped the guy?
Well, because people want to look like they're because he wants to look like he's a good guy.
Stop it. Oy, please.
I don't know. We'll talk to Gangrel about
Not
it.
cool, man.
Anyway, I'd like to thank the band that sings the theme song for Monty and the Pharaoh,
Okay.
and Jimmy Farrell, along with his partner Bart Griggs, make up the band Wisteria Hall.
Thank you.
Wisteria Hall sings such great songs as In My Dreams, This Life, Not Far Behind, and Here Comes the Rain.
There you go.
You can download their music on Spotify, iTunes, or Reverb Nation. And for all the fans out there, please go to the Wisteria Hall YouTube page. Hit that like button or that subscribe button. Show our friends at Wisteria Hall a little love. If you're not aware, you are watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and Farrell, only seen here on the Monty and Farrell YouTube page, Facebook Live page. You could hear us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor. You can see us again on the Twitch TV Monty and Farrell page and in New York Cable Channel 115 every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 7:30 in the
Oh, here we go.
reduced version.
Yeah, the condensed and abbreviated.
Thank
Go
you.
on, yeah.
And for early risers on Saturday morning, which I know you are, Gangrel. I know Sims is up, though. He could watch that at 6 a.m. till 6:30. And then on Channel 20 for you night dwellers, you vampires out there. 2 a.m. to 2:30 on Channel 20, New York Cable. We'll be right back with WWE superstar, future Hall of Famer, Mr. Gangrel.
Dun, 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 dun.
And Nitro's Garage for all your automotive needs. Call 646-675-2349. That's 646-675-2349. For all your automotive needs, Nitro's Garage. Ask for Jack. Elm Logistics for all your logistic needs. Call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships. Jeff Quest, graphics design, custom vinyl lettering, and all your art and video needs. 516-317-8204. That's for Jeff Quest, graphic design.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and Farrell, only seen here out of Indie Music TV in Long Island, New York. We're here and proud to have the return of WWE superstar Gangrel, also owner of Gangrel's Wrestling Asylum. Welcome back to our new studio, sir. How are you?
What's going on? Now I can't stop singing What's Love Got to Do with It.
That's it, right?
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah, baby. What are your thoughts on Tina Turner?
I think she's smoking hot.
Oh, my God. Those legs, right?
Yeah, Thunderdome, the Mad Max.
There you go. Now you're talking.
The hair,
That's
the
true.
big earrings.
That's true. 2
That's
men
what did
and
it for
one
me.
man leaves.
So much, the music's okay, but I mean, I listen to everything, so I can tolerate all
Right.
music. So
Me too.
But visually, Tina Turner's.
Well,
But it's good to be back. Thank you for having me back in here.
Yeah,
And it's
man.
early, what is it, Sunday morning?
Is that where we are? I don't even know
It's
anymore.
early morning, whatever it is. So.
By the way, coming off the Tony Atlas conversation,
Yeah.
James Earl Cash says, please, Tony would be lucky to make $2 every 4 hours to lick horse feet.
Okay.
Congratulations
Tony's a good
for
man.
that.
Tony's
Yeah. I hope they feel better.
What are your
about
thoughts about that, weighing in about that whole thing?
I don't know.
You're,
the
you're
other
on a
dude.
circuit,
I don't
you
know him personally. I
Right.
mean, I've seen that segment or that show they've done here and there when I'm doing cardio. I'll pop it on because I like Tony. I would only watch it because of Tony.
Right.
So
Sure.
And I think Tony's a great guy, and if he's doing a project and it's his own project, then by all means you're in it. You're working to build your own brand and stuff like that. If you're working for somebody and you're helping build their brand, then if you have a deal, you should get paid. You should get paid. It just depends upon the deal going in, So
Right.
if he's not happy with it,
But
he's
you know
not
what? There's a
happy.
point, though, right? It's like, look, you're working with Eric Sims, right? So Eric and the show have a pretty close relationship. Eric is
The vampire crossed himself.
Yeah, my head, my chest, my shoulders.
But Eric is quite the businessman.
He is.
But I will
Business
tell
savvy.
you that Eric also is a respectful, at least from what I know from Eric, and I've known him for a long time, is respectful. And look, I'm sure Eric could take advantage in certain situations, and I don't think it's really in his nature. And I guess that's my whole point. Yeah,
Well-
a deal's a deal's a deal. I get it. But there comes a point where you take advantage of people. I don't know. I don't necessarily
What
agree
you
with
see
it.
is what you get with Eric.
You get a hot dog and a handshake.
He's threw that in there 3 times now. Now I'm starting to think that's what's
You
going
might be
on.
careful, yeah.
No, Eric, what you see is what you get with Eric. He's been the same way the 30 years I've known him. I don't know. I've known Eric a long time, all the way back to the Joe Goodhart days and stuff here. When I was a kid, when I was working for hot dogs and handshakes. So, but no. If somebody makes a deal, it's a deal. Eric tells you one thing, it's always going to be a thing. Win, lose, or draw on his end, if he told you this, that's what's going down. So you know your deal going in, you know. So.
Well, how do you like the new studio? First time being back in the new studio?
I'm digging it. Couch is more comfortable. You don't have the side view on my big gullet over here. You know? We got a little bit of straight on.
Well, last time you were in, we actually, the star of the show, Jimmy here, termed your appearance as gangreling it.
Gangreling it. Hey.
So I guess what was behind it was you came in and you killed it, right? You hit a home run. So every time we have a really outstanding interview, we'll discuss it. He goes, man, he fucking gangreled that shit.
Gangreled it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Tremendous, man.
You had staying power at this on this show. I'll tell
I remember
you that.
right. That was a morning show too. That was
It was. Yeah. What is with vampires in early mornings? What's your deal, bro?
That's why the sunglasses are on. No fangs though. The fangs are retracted.
The fangs
They came
are out.
out the last show anyway, so I figured, well, I get the spitting and get the talking and get the laughing. They're gonna rumble on out of there anyway. So.
How you holding up with the whole COVID thing? What's going on? We haven't seen you since it all started.
Well, the COVID physical health-wise, I think I had it back in February before it became the big pandemic that it was. So I'm good with that. But I'm lined up to go get shots Tuesday. They wanted to do it Friday, but I was on a flight, so I had to pre-register. Over 50 now, you can get them in Florida. So grizzled age now. They reached my bracket. So Tuesday I'll go get that. But business-wise, it was a tough situation. Much like Farrell, probably with the live band and gigs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. What
dropped off.
live situation?
Yeah.
Right.
So I was set to have a really tremendous year, 2020. I mean, I was well based to do better than any base salary I had in WWE or WWF at the time. It was a good scheduled year. I mean, the whole calendar was full, and then everything just kind of crumbled. But I stayed busy. Virtuals picked up. Eric and other people in his industry and stuff like that were able to keep afloat. And then I have the wrestling school, the wrestling academy, GWA Florida down in South Florida, and it was able to stay afloat because we did so well going into prior to COVID that we had a little bit of a bankroll or a nest egg to roll through. So we're able to survive. So hopefully there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and we break on through, as you quoted the Doors earlier.
There you go. What made you think you had COVID? I hear this so often now. I think I had it half a year ago. And what was happening to your body? I mean,
well, I didn't know I had it. I just have the antibodies. So when I got tested, and I had to go get tested again because my girl's in the health industry and stuff, so she's very on top of all that stuff.
Okay.
So so she's keeps a constant monitor on me. So they pretty much probably backtracked it to when I was in Europe, and I was over there touring with some Italians and everything, and then they came back here.
You got the European strain. Lucky you.
Well, they couldn't get back into Italy,
European
and then I came home. I had no idea that there was an issue.
Right.
Because I don't watch the news. I'm just listening to music or watching Netflix or something. I do my month real easy. I don't watch any news. I don't stress. I just, you're sitting in the car, music, or if I'm winding down and some, English TV can only watch so much football, soccer. So,
so you had it, but you didn't really show any signs.
No, I never knew I was sick.
Interesting.
I've never knew anything. I haven't been sick in years now. That are knock on some wood.
That's wood, though.
Yeah, that's
like
wood.
hard
Wood, a little
plastic
bit of
over
no
here.
steel yet.
Gangrel, my man, we got WrestleMania right around the corner, and I agree with what you wrote here. Sometimes Mike gives me stuff to read, and I'm not sure that it was said, by me, but I do agree with this.
Well, that's the way it works, dude.
That's true. I go right on the fly here. Your name is, in my mind, all over this year's WrestleMania for one major reason, Edge. And I believe that you were very instrumental, not only just for Edge, but for Christian, who's now in AEW. How do you feel about their return and that they're on top of the game currently? After all these years, they're still here. They're on this level. Does it make you feel proud that you got to be springboard them back all those years ago?
I don't know if I springboarded him. I think we springboarded each other, but they already said. I don't know about it. Christian so much as Edge. When I came in, I don't know if we went over this the last time because I don't have a steel trap and I can't remember things, but I don't know if we went over this the last time, but they brung me in. When they hired me, they said my job was to help shuttle Edge in.
Right.
Because I've been around. I had been wrestling since '87. I was married to Luna, or I was with Luna at the time. No, I was already married to her by this point. So my job was just to...
You knew this in advance going
Yeah, they
into
told
the whole,
me.
the whole Brood program, you knew in advance. This is what your
Because I
deal
knew
was
all
gonna
the
be.
older guys, this and that. They said help them blend, just keep them from getting hurt, this and that, and look out for them, that he was their future. So I knew that. So I knew that going in. So, there was no visions of grandeur for me or anything like that. I knew what I had to do, and I did it. So I'm super proud that it's worked out for him. But because he, people on the hand, like 5 people in it, it's real. He's a real human being. It's somebody I actually care about. He's a good dude. He's a legitimately good dude. Christian, I call squeaky wheel all the time. Christian. Christian
wheel.
came in. I think Christian's spot was, they were looking at Chris Daniels at the time, I think, for the Christian spot.
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, and
Really?
and possibly
Fallen Angel.
and possibly Dr. Luther there. That's in AEW right now.
Interesting.
So
Luther
it was
was
weird.
supposed to be
Those two
one?
things. So
Wow.
I think it worked better with Christian, and I love Chris Daniels,
yeah.
but I think it worked better with Christian, because I used to pitch the Brood, like, wasn't calling it the Brood at the time, but I was a big fan of the movie The Lost Boys, which inspired my character as Gangrel to push for a group of vampires. I used to tell them, hey man, it didn't matter if we lose all the time, as long as we lose cool. We look cool losing.
You guys were
People
cool.
won't care, man. People love vampires. They're not going to go away,
You guys were super.
So yeah, so speaking of Hall of Fame, a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, well, do you think you'll ever get in?" I don't think that I'll ever get in unless it's the Brood.
Right.
If the Brood goes in, you already have Edge is already in. I don't think Christian's in yet, right?
No,
Well,
I don't believe so.
Wouldn't it be fair to say, look, I understand what you're saying, but Johnny Rods, right? Johnny Rods, think about the job he did for all these up-and-coming wrestlers. Why can't you be treated like a Johnny Rods then? I mean, you did create 2 really superior characters for the WWE, like Pharaoh said, who are now, one is playing a major role in AEW and one is now going to main event WrestleMania. I mean, I think you're underselling yourself a little bit.
No, I don't know. Edge was the full package.
You
he had
humble vampire, you.
There's no humble. I'm just calling it like I see it. That's
Yeah.
what I believe.
I hear you.
I believe Christian can put a match together. In our world, guys can put matches together. Christian could go with anybody in this room and get the best match out of you and still get all this crap in somehow.
Does it
and make you look good at the same time. So he's very good like that. Now, is he Hall of Fame? I don't know. Edge.
Right.
I thought
I'll
it was a
answer
little
that for
soon.
you. I'll answer that for you. Christian, no way.
Yeah, okay. So
Right,
now
okay.
Edge, I thought it was a little soon, but yes, definitely he
Right.
was the guy they were going to hang the horse on, and so I'm super glad that they're both back. If that's truly what they want, I know it is what Adam wants. I don't talk to Edge or Christian that much, but I talk to Adam a lot.
You do.
And I know he's so excited because he'll write me and go, man, how do you still go out there and wrestle every weekend and do this and this and that? I go, Russ never sleeps, man. You just got to keep grinding. You slow down, it catches up to you.
What about payback, though? Like, I would think that Edge would be like, hey, man, WrestleMania moment, I'm going to talk to the powers that be. I want you in the corner. I mean, how hot would that be, bringing you in with him?
I'd
mean,
be
I don't
super
know.
happy. I don't know how hot it would be, but I would be cool about it. But I think a lot of it comes down to the name Gangrel. They had a lot of bad experiences with that. Now I have all the copyrights, trademarks, registered, everything. I can alcohol, supplements, food. I could do whatever entertainment things with it. So I think it comes down to that. There's the name thing. I think it's just left such a bad taste in their mouth. It's just one of the things when they hear it, they're like, but I mean, Edge, to be fair, right before he signed again, he was trying to put together a bunch of signings for just the Brood, like me, Christian, Edge, to go around. So
Wow.
he's always looking forward to me and things. And I know he has pitched some stuff that hadn't worked out. So, and on the other hand, you got Matt Hardy that's pitched stuff for me too. But then he brought me in for like a cameo and the Hardy compound thing, whatever.
Right.
That, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I'm blessed. You got some guys that look out for me, but I'm super happy, and I'm not just saying it. I'm super happy in my own little bubble. I'm constantly busy. The school keeps me out of trouble. I'm living through them. Every time I see a new student walking through that door, I go, oh, and they're gonna change all my mistakes through this guy. I keep reliving through everybody that comes through the door. So I'm super blessed and happy, man.
That's awesome. Well, so WrestleMania's right in your backyard this year, right?
Yeah.
Need you to weigh in, at least try to weigh in. They're bringing Hogan back to host the show.
Yeah.
A lot of the wrestling fans are very, very upset that they're allowing Hulk Hogan to be part of this event over his comments. What are your thoughts on that?
After which comments with the love sponge thing and all that
Yes, sir.
stuff?
Sure, you got it.
Man, I don't know. Everybody's human. Everybody says things, ignorance and stuff. Sometimes you don't realize it's even wrong. But I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, I don't know. He's iconic. I mean, they got people there that done porns and working there, and different this and that. They've overlooked some things. So
Why do you think the fans are so hot on Hogan, though?
I mean, look at the fans. Look how quick they. I mean, not to bring up other things, but look, it's a whole generation now. It's just a generation of this speak up or shout outs or whatever. They can shut a show down in 2 hours. You know, the power of that internet right now.
Right.
These people that get on there and
right.
you know, internet justice. I don't know what you call it, but I think it's just a generational.
Seems to me like they're trying to cancel culture Hulk Hogan. And
yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
You better cut the crap.
I'm not good with all this up to date terminology.
They got to cut the crap.
That's why he's the star of the show, man. He's on top of it.
It's WrestleMania, and the guy whose shoulders which the words sit on. Oh, we don't want him around. I mean, he said something wrong 12 years ago. Screw that guy. I don't get it anymore. What do you want from him? Enough. He said he was sorry. Enough. Move the F on. This gets me going every time. I can't stand it. Leave Hogan alone already. He already apologized. And don't cancel him either. It's ridiculous.
All right, we'll be right back after this commercial break along with WWE superstar and future Hall of Famer Gangrel.
Brother.
Oh, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Jimmy, what's going on?
Yeah, nothing much.
You know, Jimmy, I love this country.
Oh.
I love to buy Made in America material. And I love to buy my artwork at TAG, T-A-A-G, Made in America, 14 East Broadway, Port Jefferson, New York, 11717. The shop at the corner.
M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Sport and non-sport cards, wrestling items, autographed items. We buy, sell, and trade. M&J Video Games and Collectibles, located at 1049 Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut. Call us at 1-860-479-9223 or 860-93-GAMES. M&J Video Games and Collectibles.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and Faro, only seen here out of Indie Music TV, out of Long Island, New York. We've got our special guest, WWE future Hall of Famer, Gangrel. And for fans out there, you can also go to the www.montyandthefaro.com. By the way, my wife hates that I use www because no one really uses that anymore. So,
okay.
Or go to our YouTube page and get all the official Monty and the Pharaoh merchandise.
Stuff and things.
Right? T-shirts,
yeah, where's the pledge
masks.
pin? I've asked for the pledge pin.
I got us a sticker.
On
There's
our
a
uniform.
sticker on there.
Oy, we need a pledge pin. Oh, Mike, as you know, there's so many Hall of Fame greats being inducted this year, and we've heard about Kane. And, I hope this is true about Rob Van Dam, supposedly now. And there's a lot of people on the internet melting down because they've decided to put the great Khali in. What do you think about that, Gangrel? What do you think about the great Khali in the Hall of Fame?
Khali. Well, the other two definitely. Kane, Rob Van Dam. Great
Sure.
Khali. I could go 50-50 on it, but it's a cultural thing, what he's done for his country and
Right.
stuff like that. So he's very iconic. He's a tremendous star over there and stuff. And, I mean, wrestling-wise, he's done movies. I mean, he's better than some of the other people. Look at the list of the other people that are in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
If you run down there's a lot of other people that don't belong in there. So, I'm okay with it compared to the other people that are in there.
So the older school fans, right? They're all an uproar about like Ivan Koloff not being in, and John Tolos, and the list goes on and on. And on.
John Tolos, yeah.
But what's that?
The flying John Tolos, yeah.
Yeah, but my point is, it's becoming too late, right? It's all about marketing now. No one really knows Ivan Koloff anymore.
True.
I mean, look, I would love. We're
But I'm
old
sure they
school
put
guys.
him in that like legendary way.
Well, they haven't even done that yet.
They didn't.
But with the great Khali, it makes sense. You're building an audience overseas. You need to put this guy in, right? Because it's all about marketing. You run your own business.
It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but look at all the different categories and music that they put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, it probably falls a lot along those guidelines like that.
So, in other words, you're not upset about it then, right?
I'm not upset about it. I'm happy for anybody that gets awarded for something they've done or been a part of and given their life and blood, sweat, and tears for. And he has, you know. Granted, he's a giant guy, and people might think, well, he just got this because he's huge and he's this big freak of a man. But you still, nothing's easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, you know. So big, tall, small, whatever. It's not an easy industry. It's not an easy sport, and it's definitely the entertainment part. It doesn't come easy either. So no, I'm not upset at all.
I'm not upset about it, but to be honest, the way they booked him, when he first came in, if they had been that way his whole career, oh my God, is he a Hall of Famer? But then they turned him into a joke in the booking, and that's where I lose my. I'm not as convicted that he's a Hall of Famer. I don't believe he is, but I do understand the business sense that you explained, you know. But on that note, I'm going to put you on a spot. Do you personally feel the Brood should be inducted? Because, listen, if Great Khali's a Hall of Famer, what on earth is the Brood?
Well,
what on earth are we talking here?
Okay, well, you say the Brood, but how long was the Brood's run? Have you ever thought about that?
You know what? Gail, I'll explain it to you this way, and I think you'll like my answer. Gail Sayers only played 5 years, and normally to get into the NFL Hall of Fame, it's usually 10 to 15. But when they were there, they were memorable. It's over 2 decades, and I still love and remember the Brood. You're sitting here today, so they must have done something. Yeah. And that's why I ask you, do they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Because, again, if a guy like Khali's in, why not the Brood? Your thoughts?
The Brood, I don't want to sound biased, but I think it was a cool group. It was the Freebirds meet something modern, something cool. And, yeah, maybe the Brood is a group. I can see that and accept that. Do I believe would I vote for it? No. But if it was to happen, I'd be like, "That's awesome." I wouldn't be going, "No." That I'd be like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Well, you got to start telling Adam when you speak to Edge. You got to go. You know, it'd be really cool. You know, it'd be really cool, man, if you were a 2-time inductee. Wink, wink, wink. You know, come on.
Well, you got all the DX guys.
Where do you consider yourself as a wrestling mind, though? Do you put yourself up there like? As a wrestling mind,
being a trainer,
being a booker,
I do all that. I do all that, but I probably you say humble and stuff, but I see myself more as a journeyman. You know, I've been collecting some type of paycheck from WWE since 1987 doing stuff. Started out in Georgia Championship Wrestling. So and I've been in all the different companies. I think I've worked for every company probably there is now, unless there's some new ones that just popped up that I don't like. No, I've even worked for MLW. So I think I probably worked for every company at some time or another in some form, shape, or fashion. And you know, I'm definitely a journeyman as a mind. I'm very old school and said, but I do understand what's going on and how things move forward. And I don't like to use the word evolve, but it has things and stuff like that. So my great mind, no, I consider myself a survivor, and I have a good understanding of it, and I'm okay with it. So I don't know if that makes me a great mind or not, but more along the terms of a survivor.
By the way, Make-A-Wish Count to 3 says, "Please tell Gangrel all the best from Chalky, the ring announcer at Butlins in Seagrenis." I don't know what the hell it is. UK, coming back to England when the world opens up again. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm usually in the UK over in October, November.
What is it?
February
Skegness?
stuff. What's that?
Skegness. Okay.
They call it Skag Vegas. Skag Vegas over there, like Skag Vegas, because of the lights, but it's Skegness. Yeah, Skaggy. Yeah. It's good. They have the Butlins. They have all these little towns and. It's an entertainment thing, but I didn't do a whole lot of the Butlins. I did a lot of the main town shows, but yeah, they're fun. It's different. It's part of the culture over there.
What kind of crowd? What kind of crowd you get over there?
Well, the Skegness and all that is what they call a holiday like type of camp. So it's mostly 5 to like 12-year-old kids and stuff. The parents will be like half hammered and drinking, and they just like leave their kids. There's wrestling over there. And the pubs are all surrounded, and they'll be wrestling right in the middle of it's like a mall. And then I'll go there, and it's just always in those camps. It's always USA versus England. So we're the bad guy. England's good, and so they're chanting. But
sounds bizarre.
Yeah. It's kind of like wrestling in a mall, but it's okay.
But all the parents are getting trashed.
But it's very good.
It's like that, Bobby.
But if you're a young wrestling talent and you can get in over there, that's why the European wrestlers are so good, because they have so many opportunities to work. They'll work years year round,
Yeah.
you know, doing these camps in town. So they can work like 7 days a week, sometimes 2-3 times a day, hitting different things. So logging that ring time, it can only get better logging ring time. Even if you're bad habits, you'll start doing them so well, they look like new cool things to do. You know what I mean? So
has British wrestling caught up to Japanese wrestling as far as the physicality goes? Because Japan always had that reputation, very physical. But when I watch some matches now over in the UK, I'm like, oh my God, these guys are killing each other.
It's changed like that. Walter, a lot of the German influences come with the German guys with Walter and them. They're big of, I guess they call it a strong style, but they're believable when they work. And you know, a lot of things with the catch, the moves are believable moves. You know, the submission, bone on bone, and stuff that, you know, could hurt a person if they applied it or put the right pressure and stuff like that. But all of wrestling I've noticed is try to do that. I to be honest, I've always worked like that. I'm not a big fan of just trying to like forearm somebody's face off as hard as you can. They forearm you. I think there's an art to it. It's professionalism to it. It's definitely entertainment now, and it always has been to a degree. But it's just I looked at wrestling when I came in. They treated it like royalty. You know, you were like kind of like pedestal. You protected it, this and that. Now, it's kind of lost lackluster now. It's lost it, but you know, they come in, everybody's like hurting each other, beating on each other. There's still a way to do that without actually physically hurting each other, working every night of the week. Now, you know, there was one off and on weekends, and with the COVID, like, you know, like when I watch AEW, I wonder, and nothing against AEW, because if I could fly, if you watch any of my old Japan stuff and you watch the Attitude Era, the only time we stopped and grabbed the hold is if somebody was bleeding and go, "Are you all right?" Like, yeah, I'm all right, you pussy, keep moving. Yeah, so we'll move on. So I'm guilty of all that, but like, man, I don't know if they could work the full-time schedule that wrestlers we used to work, you know, even in the Attitude Era, like doing some of the stuff they do.
I don't know, man. Marco Stunt looks like that guy could go 355 days a year.
And then he's got his brother, too. Just switch him out.
How does that guy get into wrestling, man? How does that even happen?
There it is! Here's the intro for the cable version. That's fantastic.
I mean,
you
I
must
love
laugh
Marco.
your ass off when you
He's a
see
great guy.
this.
When I started, they told me I would be lucky to be a junior heavyweight, and I was 240. So, but I was coming in with the likes of, like, you know, the Road Warriors and the Warlord, above all these massively huge guys. You know, John Tenth, Tugboat, all these mammoth of men. You know, and even Ivan Koloff wasn't. Because you mentioned him earlier, he wasn't the biggest, the tallest of guys, but he was a beast. And, you know, we called him Uncle Ivan. But if he still wanted to get on you, he'd get on you.
Yeah.
You know?
By the way, my wife, who never watches the show, chimed in and says, "Gangrel, you look great."
Thank you.
Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that.
There you go.
All right, listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to ask you, would you be interested in playing a favorite of Monty and the Pharaoh called Hit It or Quit It?
Do I have a choice?
Not really. So if people don't know what Hit It or Quit It is about, we'll be showing pictures of some female wrestlers, and we'll ask Mr. Gangrel after the commercial break to chime in whether he would hit it or quit it. We'll be right back.
The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah. And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
Jimmy, I gotta take a dump.
What?
No, I mean I need a dumpster.
Well, for all those needs, you need to call Big V Dumpster Rental, Long Island, New York, 631-900-DUMP.
In the mood for a freshly roasted cup of coffee? www.offthe-railscoffeeroasters.com. All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monty and Faro, only seen here out of Indie Music TV in Long Island, New York. And there's nothing better than an early morning coffee and an early morning breakfast with a game of Hit It or Quit It with a future Hall of Famer, Mr. Gangrel. Listen,
Why do I feel like I'm in the hot seat?
you are in a hot seat, but you've been, listen, with all due respect, Virgil, Buff Bagwell, Scott Hall.
Oh my God!
They've all played the game.
Yeah, they have.
And
Yeah, but those all 3 men. They're a bad minute some kind of way. Like,
here's the deal, though. If your fiance or girlfriend or wife
Oh, no.
calls you up after this, you could always stay at Eric Sims' house for the time being.
I guarantee she's watching right now anyway.
This should be
She
fun,
watches
then.
every day.
Yesenia is.
All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
And we're speaking about Superfat. All right, so we're going to go. I'm man in the control, so just bear with me here.
right.
We are going to the first one.
Ooh.
Miss Alexa Bliss, who will be in WrestleMania,
Or quit it.
part of the Fiends group. Sir, would you hit or quit Alexa Bliss? Yeah, you're wrestling in Florida. You're wrestling in. She's not really Alexa Bliss, and here she comes. Oh, Gangrel, I love you. I love you so much.
She's sober or drunk?
Either which way.
If she was sober, yes. With the pigtails, drunk, no.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
What's the difference between her sober or drunk, though?
I'd want her to be willing. And I'd chew her arm off in the morning.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If this was the case and you did hit it, and then she's like, you know what? It wasn't that good. I'm leaving. Would you be
Well,
upset?
No, that's been half my life. So.
Holy dirt box, Batman.
All right, listen, it gets even a little more difficult because the choices get better.
Well, I mean, a male human being. I mean,
Mandy Rose,
Mandy Rose.
WWE. She's a Hall of Famer, period. in my book.
Not yet.
Personal,
Would you slow down?
It's a personal friend of
She's
mine,
definitely
by
in
the
your
way.
Hall of
I
Thank
don't
you.
know her personally, nor do
I do.
know the other
I'm
ones.
just throwing a pop out there.
That has a lot to do with a lot of things, but if it's just the physical,
Yeah,
thing,
it's just physical.
Then yeah, I hit it.
Check out Dracula, looking for the personal connection.
No, it's a lot to do with that.
He's looking for a friend.
There is some no.
You don't have a stake on you, do you? It's like, wait a minute, I gotta be able to trust you.
Why, you want interesting conversation?
That's great. Oh my God.
No. Some girls can be like, trust me. I don't know what you got up there, but there's some that like
I believe you.
that I know personally that I don't care how beautiful you think they are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's your next
yeah.
choice, Miss Nia Jax,
I'm not even turning around.
The Rock's cousin.
I'm
Be
not-
careful
Well,
if you want to get the Hall of Fame.
Two, yes and no, because one, I don't want to. No, I don't want to offend The Rock. Yes, because I don't want to offend her. So
Yeah, I get
so
it.
I don't want to get beat up. So.
Courtesy bang.
Well, I don't say it like that. It gets me beat up too. No, but she's beautiful, very beautiful.
He's like Miller Lite.
No,
he feels
listen,
strongly both
she's
ways.
got a great face. She's not like most girls.
Oh my God.
Single man out in the market, yes.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go.
there's nothing wrong with that.
That's
No,
fine.
no.
That's fine.
No.
I'm still not turning around, but that's fine.
Elvira.
What? Elvira? That's from like 40 years
Yeah,
ago.
no, Elvira, no.
That's
Even
right.
back then, no Elvira.
Back then? He was a...
Bro, you think
He was
about
a
it. If you
young
dated
vampire
Elvira
back
and she
then.
came to the ring with you, it would have been
Luna would
hot.
have had to orchestrated that one. She would have set that up.
I got you. All right, we're gonna move on.
Would have been
move
L
on.
hospitalized
Here you
if
go.
Luna got...
Favorite of the show, Sonny.
Oh my God, what is that?
Absolutely no. I've been in a few trick bags and I passed every time. No.
Oh, well, you
Interesting.
got to share a story, my friend, please.
No. Just that was with Luna, and then I always felt like I was being set up and just like.
Well, wait, hold on. Please, I got to
No,
understand.
that's what I mean by personally knowing people. No, not by what I personally know. But
Gotcha.
And I loved Chris Candido. Like
I gotcha.
Despite the situation.
So let me.
despite how
So
I loved,
everybody loved
I have
Chris
mad respect
Candido.
for Chris.
Everybody loved Chris Candido.
Well, I get along with her too. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But here's my question to you. That's the theme. Everybody loved him. You were around this. How did you guys allow like these other guys to be having their way with her and treating Chris like total dog shit?
It's not their call.
Yeah, but they're friends. Hey, look, if
Allow?
your girlfriend was cheating on you, I'd be all over that. I'd put
all right,
you know,
fine.
I can promise you, tons of people. ignorance is bliss. They've tried to
So
smarten
people
him up.
did try to talk to Chris
yeah,
about him.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. They
They know,
tried.
yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't listening, I guess.
No, not all wrestlers are scumbags. There
you go.
No, I got you.
Oh,
I mean,
Boy, that's
we
rough.
are dark and
Who thinks
seedy,
that?
and we're a little different, and we probably have an extra pint of blood than.
Well, let me
the
ask you this:
average
Did you
man.
ever bring?
But,
Do you bring your girls around the boys?
me?
Yeah.
No.
What are you kidding?
I mean,
Oh, my
I have my
God.
stepdaughter, but she was trained around wrestling, so I had to deal with it. But I privately threatened them all behind her back.
That's great.
Like,
They had garlic in their windows that night.
All right, next up,
I know.
Nyla Rose.
No.
Why not?
No, yeah, what do you mean?
What's wrong with her?
Oh, stop it.
Little corn dog for the horn dog.
Corn dog for the horn dog.
No,
All
just
right.
not. Girl or boy, I'm just not into.
Well, let me ask you.
I don't know what's going on.
On a
there.
serious note, how do you feel about this whole situation of physically born male wrestling as a female?
It's a tough one because if you want, it's entertainment. If you look at it, entertainment, it's like, all right, but if it was like MMA or something like that, then you go, I don't know, there's an advantage there, or is there, you know? So
Well, I heard she's working on a new single, though.
What
What's
is it?
Balls got to do with it?
it's probably
It's pretty funny.
What? What's balls got to do?
But maybe you know,
with it?
so it's,
What?
I don't understand. Tell me the whole story. Why don't you break it down to me?
No, I'd rather not. No.
I'm
let
on
me-
board.
I think he's
Pharaoh.
like, do you need help? I'll help you.
Yeah, go ahead, help me. Once upon a time, you start.
She got balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's asking you to
And
break
she
it down.
competes.
I don't
so
want to break
she's
it down.
a.
What is this,
Yeah.
DX? Break it down. Right?
So she's transgender. I mean, you can't in this world, in this generation, as long as you don't discriminate, punch her in the head.
Listen, I'm not talking about discrimination, but again, like you said, you've got born males competing in female sports. It's
Right.
unfair.
And there's only limited spots
yeah.
in the women's division.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a lot of ways to look at it. It just depends upon what couch you're sitting on.
How about if you say, though, it's unfair, now you're being labeled?
Yeah,
you know you're gonna get
you will.
labeled for that.
In this generation, you will.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this question then.
Whatever.
Wrestling obviously is not real. We all understand this.
What?
But
But it
what
should be treated that way.
I don't.
it should be.
I don't
So how do you feel about a male-born human who has changed their gender because that's the way they feel, getting beat up by an 80-pound woman? Does that even make any sense?
Well, it doesn't make sense psychology-wise.
No, it doesn't.
Because it should be dominating everything. There shouldn't be any. But then again, you just brought up Marco Stunt, and he lasts more than 3 minutes with.
Right.
Is Marco
Giants.
Stunt an insult to the profession?
Not my generation, maybe. Yeah, where I've come from and where wrestling is now, I don't think you can assault it with anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm just being honest. I don't think like
Real quick before you switch to the next one, do you, Kenny Omega, underrated, overrated? Since he's the face of all of this nowadays.
Man, I'm not 100% Kenny Omega, but I'm like 80% Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Like,
I'll tell you what.
I'm a fan also. So.
I'll tell you what. Kenny Omega sucks.
Yeah, he does not like
Cannot
him. He
stand
does nothing
him.
for him.
well, I mean,
Nothing.
I'm not a big fan of
I
it
think he's good.
psychology-wise, back and forth, but the talent and stuff.
My skills suck, and he's a jumping
okay.
bean. That's all he is.
He's a jumping.
He's a
bean.
jumping
Thunder
bean.
Rosa?
Thunder Rosa.
No.
Really?
How come?
No, personal reasons. I know her for one very well. She's friends
Okay.
with Holly, did another girl that I've trained. And
Okay.
No, I just know her, and I know for a fact she's married too. So,
Oh, we're gonna leave that.
So
one
you're
alone.
being a good man.
Quit it.
Personally, I think she's a beautiful lady.
but
Crazy
she's cool.
beautiful.
And she's very
Gorgeous.
athletic, and she's
Yeah.
coming off a match. She's got a lot of controversy in AEW right now.
Right.
There's some different people, but
All right.
And by the way, the show is already not politically correct, so we
Yeah,
got nothing to protect ourselves against. We're already
you
beating-
guys, I
we're
still
already
got
beating-
one more year in wrestling. One whole year left in this vampire.
All right, this is a good one for you.
Rose? Who's that?
Oh no, it's that. It's that. What's the
Pamp it on, whatever the hell it is.
Papadano or Papa, whatever.
Fans out there, what's her name?
I don't. Oh, stop it!
is this
What
from?
is that?
That's not Rosemary?
No, it's a chick from AEW. But anyway, not bad to the right, not bad to the left. Forget about it.
Now wait a minute. He's a vampire. He might like the gothic.
Yeah, so
thing.
what are
We
you
don't
thinking?
know. I mean,
What's her conversation like?
Wow.
No, single vampire. Yeah.
Single vampire, little
Single,
candle
yeah,
wax,
yeah,
little
yeah.
candle wax going on with that.
Well,
one?
let me ask you this: how do you feel about this?
Listen, like, don't take this the wrong way, world or anybody. I can find something beautiful about everyone.
There you
like,
go.
Like women are beautiful creatures. Man. They're very beautiful.
Yeah.
And
By the way, the fans are very upset that we've just told them that wrestling is not real. Way to go, Pharaoh. Way to go,
you
buddy.
said it. I'm the one who questioned
keep
it.
the camera on me when I get up and walk, and I go, oh yeah, maybe it is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's definitely grizzled.
But let me ask you, what do you think about a character like that being in wrestling? You okay with that?
There's nothing wrong.
Well, what does her character do? Because I'm
kinda weirdo.
I'm not up to date on all of
She's
AEW
just-
because I moved and I don't have a DVR now. So
Gotcha.
like, unless
For
it's
now-
dark, I don't see the lives. The
For now,
dynamics.
she's like a female version of the Fiend, but with a lot less fanfare. She's kind of like that.
All right,
kinda...
probably the hottest woman in wrestling right now due to her last match with Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker.
She's awesome. She is awesome.
Yes, because she's a dentist and she can fix my fangs.
Nice.
Wasn't expecting that.
Would you really go? Let me ask you something.
Funny.
Seriously, you do.
down.
Obviously, you go to dentist. We all go to dentist. I hope you go to dentist, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, what happens? You go to a dentist that looks like that. It's got to be difficult.
I'd probably be insecure, like, because of the cavities and stuff.
Yeah, like embarrassed,
Yeah.
right? Checking your breath.
Time.
Oh yeah, that makes all sense in the world. You can't go to a
Well,
hot
but
dentist.
if you knew she wrestled, then I wouldn't be worried. I'd be, that's cool. But if she's just like a prim and proper dentist, I'd be a little worried. Yeah.
All right,
But
next.
that's a bloody shot of it. Yeah.
Actually, the
That's
match.
from the Thunder
I know.
Rosa
I know
match,
you
yeah.
probably haven't seen it, but if you get a chance to watch that match, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I heard about.
Let me ask you this, Farrah. You still stick to the point that blood is fake?
It's Detroit Rock City, Kiss Alive 2, the back of the album cover.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's fake. That's
All right, Miss Betty White. What are you thinking?
Betty White?
Just for your resume, Gangrel. Just for your resume alone.
Well, out of all the Golden Girls, her yes. She beats out Blanche and
She
Maud.
beats out Maud, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
Gotta
Like,
kinda
she's
blow-
top runner out of all the Golden Girls.
Got to take a quick blow
Wow.
off that
It's
dust
getting
a little
cold
bit,
in
right?
Cleveland. I mean, hot in Cleveland.
Sims, I think Gangrel will be staying at your house.
No, my girl knows I love the Golden
here?
Girls.
All right, this one's a tough one.
Oh, boy.
Triple H's wife, Stephanie McMahon,
Oh, boy.
No, she's beautiful and smart and
and lots of money.
yeah, money that much to do with hitting and quitting, but because money can only get you in trouble. If they had no money, it's better. Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
They went with Triple H. Like, Gang, go ahead.
He said, yeah.
No repercussions.
Fucking vampire. He's going to be mad.
Yeah,
All
oh,
right,
he's not gonna care. They didn't book me anyway, so
Vampiro.
I'll hit him.
In case you twin, you'll just hit him. Hit him straight in the face.
Aim for the nose. It's,
By the way, Vampiro will be in studio coming up. What date is Vampiro
I
in?
don't know. Is it like soon, isn't it?
April 17th. Seriously, what do you think about this guy? He kind of took your shit and ran with it.
Oh, I like vampire.
No, well, he'll say it's the other way around too.
He would?
Yes, he will.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, he
look at
will.
this.
Yeah, he will.
We got Vampire Wars. What's going on?
I'm not
here?
sure. I've never seen him.
Vampire
I was in
Wars.
Puerto Rico doing the
Yeah.
vampire thing. He was in Mexico,
Right.
and I remember opening like AAA or one of those lucha magazines when I was in Puerto Rico, and I go,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's a guy called Vampiro," but that was the first time I heard about him. But I don't know. He's reached out to me a few times, wanting to work together and do some stuff. So, we'll see
Bro,
what
we should
happens.
really get together like Gangrel and Vampiro together.
I don't know.
How
I'm
awesome
friends with
would
a guy
that
named
be?
Sin Bodhi, and he kind of did him wrong, so I'm trying not to get in the middle of something. But
Gotcha.
I'm not against like maybe trying to make amends. We had some cross differences, but I think business-wise, there could be maybe money to made or something. in
Would
the
you
last
consider
thing.
doing a program in Mexico like AAA or something with him? Vampiro Gangrel would do great down there, in my opinion.
What the hell is
I
that?
think they jump all over that. What
You
was
guys are gonna burn in hell. You know that.
What
right?
is that? Oh, what did you? No,
let's-
I'm not.
Yeah,
no, I
who
don't want to
did
burn in
that?
hell. We got to talk later.
Matt,
about salvation.
what the hell did you just do?
You're gonna blame Matty
No,
Ice? It sure smells like Monty.
Absolutely no. She's like my number one.
I
fan.
hear you.
Don't do that.
We got to say a shout out to her. You are a #1 fan. How about Sonny Kiss?
Well, if I knew that there was no package there.
Wow.
Because I think Sonny Kiss is pretty. I do. I do. I think.
There's not. You know what,
body.
dude? I like your honesty, man.
I do. I
So
don't-
everything's going fine. and
But,
then all
but I
of a
just
sudden,
don't think I
boom,
can get
whoa.
past the other stuff. I just.
You
Yeah.
can't get past the other stuff.
But no, I think she's beautiful. Like beautiful. Unlike Nyla, I think that she's pretty. I do.
Yeah, but that's not a transgender. He's openly gay. And
Well, whatever. He's still pretty.
There's nothing wrong with that. How about
Hey, I like short hair.
daughter of Ric Flair, probably the greatest woman wrestler in the history of
know.
wrestling, Charlotte Flair. Woo!
Absolutely not.
No.
You don't want to ride Space Mountain?
I
Gangrel?
did it just to be spiteful to Rick.
Just to do it like a spiteful way.
And make sure he knew I did it.
Take this, Rick.
But other than that, no.
Seriously, what's the deal with Rick?
We just don't get along.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Really?
almost beat him up in Australia. a couple
What happened?
Wow.
I used just being Ric Flair.
Just being Rick. Woo!
Drinking and stuff and all. Yeah.
What, was he running his mouth at you or something?
Yeah, he actually finger poked me, and I backed him across the bar, all the way down a chair, threatened his life. But Bischoff and a few other people talked me out of it.
Nice.
Nice.
Did he cry?
What's that?
Was he about to cry?
He just shaking his head with his hands under the seat.
Take it easy, Gangrel. Woo!
Hey, he was drinking. He was drinking, so he was drinking.
How about Ruby Riot?
What?
Ruby Riot.
Birdseed.
Birdseed.
Yeah, sure. Like this one with all the tattoos.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty hot on her, man. I'm all right with her.
I'm trying to keep. Yeah, no.
I'd get with that. I'd stay with it too, I think. Wow, terrible.
Yeah, not that one. Oh,
That's it. That's all.
Hey,
that big transgender one there, not that guy.
Hold on. That could be mixed in. Let me see something. I think I might be missing someone. That's it, buddy. All right, well, that's it. Thank you for playing Hit It or Quit It, Gangrel. We're going to take a quick commercial
And
break.
no offense to any, I find something beautiful in every woman. And I'm not just
There
being
you go.
politically correct. I
There
think
you
women are beautiful, beautiful.
To each their own, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, if anybody was offended by this whole thing, I don't know what to tell you.
go fuck yourself.
That was Eric Sims. Eric Sims' views are not Monty Nafaro's views, that's for all. But anyway, we want to thank Gangrel for playing Hit It, Quit It. And we'll be back after this commercial break and see where Gangrel
You
is
guys are
after
going to burn
this.
in hell for putting that other one up there. She's
What do
the
you mean?
sweetest girl in the world. My #1 fan, and you guys.
I didn't know
Listen, that's
Let
the
him
producer's
go.
fault. Has
It's the
nothing to do with me.
producer.
I don't know what this dude's all
Did she call
about.
the show or something? and
He's
aggravated
a
her?
producer.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Oh, dear Lord.
Jimmy, I just got the best hookup on tickets.
Fill me in.
I went to www.seatslinks.com and ordered the best tickets with the best prices.
Call 718-676-0504. SeatsLink, the complete ticket experience.
Tell them Charles sent you. You want to star in your own success? Call QuickCast. www.quickcast.com. 866-7-CAST-NOW. That's 866-7-CAST-NOW. QuickCast.
Start your own success.
You need a body shop? You need engine repair? Auto Excellence. Collision Specialists. 631-261-6420. That's 631-261-6420. Auto Excellence.
That's right, folks. Canine Corral for all your dog daycare and overnight care. Call 631-549-1544. That's 631-549-1544. Either way, she melted down.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty Nafaro, seen only here out of Indie Music TV. I want to thank future Hall of Famer Mr. Gangrel for being a great sport and playing Hit It or Quit It.
You guys had me worried on that.
You get to join the annals of history with such likes of Scott Hall, Virgil, Buff Bagwell. You know, it's a great moment.
Virgil. I hit that.
I want to remind fans we're back next Thursday with a regular show and then a Saturday special with Mr. Ted DiBiase and Mike Rotundo. Did you ever run across Mr. DiBiase at all, sir?
Yeah, I've run across DiBiase here and there. But I'm a big Mike Rotundo fan. I like
you?
Mike Rotundo, yeah.
Well, DiBiase just called. He says we're not going to hell if we listen to every word he says.
Hey, you better be careful you don't die in a car accident.
Oh, hell. So fill me in. Where you guys? Where are you in ESS Promotions? going after this?
Comic, Long Island, and then off this
Yep, the Wrestling Universe.
Wrestling Universe, their new store out there.
Long Island,
Yeah.
Long Island.
Comac, gonna go see my sister-in-law out there, Miss Judy. Then off to Staten
Staten
Island.
Island with Team Up Promotions. We're gonna be part of that Marty party doing virtual signing.
Very good.
Marty
Marty
party.
party.
Very good. Well, you got a little rain going
Why is
on
it the
out
Marty
there, but I'm
party?
sure
What's
the
going
fans
on with
will
that?
be very happy to see you guys.
That's what he calls it. It's the Marty party.
Party Marty. All right.
And if you want to be a wrestler in Florida, can they reach out to you? And
yeah, you can go to GWA Florida, our Facebook page, or even wrestle write my own Facebook page, Gangrel David E. But suggest you go to GWA Florida, 954-505-3201. Check it out. Come in. I'll give you a tour. You can watch one of the classes and see if it's for you. It's not for everybody. Trust me. Not gonna waste your time. I don't take everybody in. You got to really want it, and it's physical.
so if Marco Stunt walked in there and said, "Hey, I want to learn how to wrestle," you'd say, "Get out."
No, but I would honestly have a long talk with him. What
Like, how's that conversation go? Like, sorry, you're 3 feet. I mean, what is it? How's that go?
It's just that it's not going to be an easy journey, but I've been proven so wrong. I've learned never to say never and stuff, like look at X-Pac, right? Like, they told him. They gave him that speech. I was there. I helped the train. I was part of his training with Boris Malenko and all that. And they were telling him, you're not going to do it and whatever. And he's right there about the edge of getting frustrated. Boom, 1, 2, 3, kid. Look, boom. Into that generation. Boom. Then here I come. The whole characters of vampires. Boom, there it goes again. So then now here you are with the Marco Stunts and the High Flyers and the Jungle Boys and stuff. So things just constantly change and evolve and keep moving, but it's still professional wrestling. At the end of the day, you pin somebody's shoulders to the ground, 1, 2, 3, you submit somebody.
So if I was to say to you, you're in a fight, because it's supposed to be a fight, right? You could go to the top rope and use your body weight and do a superfly onto someone and kill them. Mm-hmm. Or you could decide to jump to the top rope, do a 20 flips in the air, and then touch them with your toe in a real fight. Which one are we going with?
Well, I'm going to try to definitely avoid the Val Venuses and the D'Lo Brown frog splashes, because those are legit.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You feel those. The other ones, that's the only thing, is wrestling. I like AEW. I just think they need a little bit more ring time and footwork, because they run like a herd of cows to one spot just to catch a dive or so. They just need to be able to work into position more and stuff like that. And they got such great talented minds there with Arn and Jake and all that I'm sure it's going to come around. It's just a lack of having road shows to evolve. People got too quick without having any experience under the belts. I feel once they get that, they get a concept of what injuries are and how long an injury can put you out from work. It's gonna it could work. There's definitely something there that could definitely work.
So, a few things we learned before we cut out. Number one, wrestling's not real, and all the fans out there are very, very upset.
I have already erased that information. I refuse to believe that. Next.
Yeah.
2, Eric Sims is not fun to have breakfast with. Not very entertaining.
What on earth was he supposed to be doing? Tap dancing while he's carving? I'm not following
and
that.
3, Gangrel.
Vampires eat fruit cups. That I learned.
Yeah.
I saw a vampire
Now
eating
you
a
can just
fruit
destroy
cup.
the.
Sorry, I'll tell jokes while I'm sticking a piece of rye toast in my mouth.
Yeah, he was. That wasn't pumpernickel. It was rye. It was Jewish seedless rye.
All right. Anyway,
See this rye. Get it right.
Oi.
with that, you've been watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast.
And for our non-Jewish people,
Yes.
Oye Maria.
All right, anyway. You've been watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty Nefaro, seen
right
here out of Indie Music TV. You can catch us on the Monty Nefaro YouTube page, the Facebook Live page, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor. Channel 115 New York Cable, Tuesdays from 7 to 7:30, and for early risers, Saturday 6:30 to 7 a.m. Channel 20 Friday from 1:30 in the morning to 2 a.m. Don't forget, next Thursday is our regular show, and then on Saturday from 10 to 12, we've got WWE Hall of Famers, Mike Rotundo, Ted DiBiase, Money Inc. in studio.
Nice.
Farrell, parting words?
Just thanks once again, Gangrel, for coming in. And I guess until Thursday, we'll see you till next time. Later.